Teenagers in the 70s and 80s. No social media, no problem. Life in the 1970s. Lazy afternoons and endless love early 70s. I want to go back in the 1970s and stay there forever. 70s street style denim, stripes, and cool vibes. 1976. 70s style custom choppers. Life in the 1970s. There was no internet, no mobile phones, no social media. What was the lifestyle like in the 1970s? My favorite childhood memory. Classic bike, classic style. Mid 1970s. A typical weekend in the 80s. West Beach in Galveston in 1972. Chilling on the beach in the 1970s. A time of sun-kissed skin, beachy vibes, and carefree summers. Here's some proof that your mom was cooler than you and that the 1970s awesome. How 80s kids dealt with stress. I want to go back in the 1970s, stay there forever. I want to go back in the 1970s. Before cell phones, we had this. 1980s. "1971, The Faces." "70s Groovy Chicks." Ready for some 70s summer fun with a Pinto and a cooler of ice. 70s Levi jeans ad for chicks. 1970s toys. High school hallway fashion, USA, late 1989. Oakland Mall in Troy in the 1970s. Andy Gibb posing with a fan in the late 70s. When a Gen X wins the lottery. '70s style custom show car. Roadside break on a family trip, 1978. Tennis chic in the sun, California, 1977. Living room decor, 1971. '72, Mercury to college every day. Cincinnati in 1978. Hanging out at the beach and probably not a care in the world. The Cowboy Motel in Amarillo in 1977. Preparing in-flight meals on Pan Am Airlines in 1977. Shopping for groceries way back when. Galveston in 1973. I may be old, but I grew up with the best music. Pizza party in the 1970s. If you remember this, your knees pop when you stand up now. Anthony Michael Hall and Molly Ringwald. Southwest Freeway in Houston in 1972. Burger King in 1984. Rompers. Hitching a Ride in Style, 1976. Way Back Wednesday. Priscilla Presley driving through the gates of Graceland in 1968. Another lovely bridal party from the 70s. Ruby Tuesday Restaurant on West End Avenue in Nashville in 1984. 70s. Cool cats with badass rides talking jive. 45 years later, and I still believe and trust the fish. Houston in 1974. Northland Mall in Columbus in the 1980s. New Smyrna Beach, 1970s. Weekend Vibes with a Muscle Car, 1975. In 6th grade, 1982, these were big to wear in our hair. Kids back then couldn't go without these toy sets. Edgewater Park in Detroit in 1981. What are they playing? '69 ad for Barbie. I miss walking into my grandparents' house and smelling my grandma's cooking. The Boardwalk in Long Branch in 1978. No body is cool anymore because the 1970s used it all. Remember when you couldn't find a lighter? Stewart Beach in Galveston in the early 1970s. Taco Bell in the 80s. Kids these days never understand. Road trip before all the fast food joints. Racing Days and Carefree Summers, 1979. Who misses the 80s? 70s style Mean Street Machines. Relaxing in the Sunshine, 1972. Fast Food and Busy Streets, New York, 1977. 12 Noon, 70s to 80s, kids will remember. Oh, Snoopy. 74 years ago, Charlie found his dog. You probably won't know what this is, but if you do, you are really old. Where I come from, this is also known as a flathead screwdriver. This was our stimulus package back in the day. Music, friendship, and relaxation. The perfect evening 70s. Our parents really used to drop us off at the skating rink with money and leave. Chi-Chi's is coming back in 2025. Hoboken Terminal in the early 80s. Remember when hamburgers were 25 cents? As a kid, this was my iPad. (1972). Kmart cashiers preparing for Groovy Day. Groovy 70s architecture. I love driving in winter. I'm this old. How about you? (1971) high school. Parking lot. Now, I really wish they still made this. This was my go-to choice for gum. Great cars, cheap gas, and great music. I'm this old, I want to go back to that beautiful time. The old days? Manhattan Bridge Tower in Brooklyn, New York City, framed through nearby buildings in June of 1974. School really had us eating pizza with chocolate milk at 11 a.m. Boy at bat in a softball game in Highland Park, Brooklyn, in July of 1974. A classic grocery run, Winn-Dixie, 1984. Crowd gathered at the Schaefer Bandstand in Central Park to hear singer Judy Collins with a dramatic view of the towers of Midtown Manhattan in June of 1973. A&P in Wayne, Michigan in the 1960s. New Yorkers line up to receive free gifts at a Herald Square store opening in May of 1973. I'm in 5th grade. When our classwork is done, we are allowed to go pick a SRA to read at our desks. Despite warning signs, illegal dumping continues in this area just off the New Jersey Turnpike facing Manhattan in March of 1973. I was Stanley when Stanley wasn't cool. Midtown traffic congestion and jaywalking pedestrians in April of 1973. '70s style Mean Street Machines. A sidewalk in the Bronx becomes a playground for youngsters in April of 1973. Children at Reese Park, a public beach in Brooklyn, July 1974. Left, a young New Yorker ready to roar off on his Honda in June of 1973. Right, an elevated train platform in Brooklyn, New York City, June 1974. Commuters on the Staten Island Ferry in New York Harbor's Upper Bay in May of 1973. Midsummer Evening Quilting Bee in Central Park, sponsored by the New York Parks Administration Department of Cultural Affairs in June of 1973. A fire hydrant sprays water behind 3 young girls on Bond Street in Brooklyn, July 1974. Idled traffic heading north on 6th Avenue, Avenue of the Americas, near 42nd Street, April 1973. An oil slick surrounds Liberty Island in New York Harbor in May of 1973. Latin youths at Lynch Park in Brooklyn in June of 1974. Holland Tunnel traffic backed up on Canal Street in May of 1973. Interior of a graffiti-marked subway car, May 1973. Youngsters at play on the July 4th holiday at the Kosciuszko swimming pool in Brooklyn's Bedford-Stuyvesant district in July 1974. An auto chassis submerged in Jamaica Bay near Breezy Point in May of 1973. Public payphone stalls in use at Broadway and 34th Street in May of 1973. One of several high-rise apartments whose construction was stopped by city ordinance to preserve the Breezy Point Peninsula for public recreational use in May of 1973. The World Trade Center stands above lower Hudson River shipping activity, seen from the Staten Island Ferry in May of 1973. Abandoned giant slide at Coney Island in May of 1973. School children on their way home in Great Kills on Staten Island in May of 1973. A traffic accident on a crowded street in Harlem in May of 1973. Sixth Avenue and 32nd Street, New York City, April of 1973. Passengers wait for a Lexington Avenue Line subway train on one of the platforms of the New York City Transit Authority, April 1974. Children play in front of a train graffiti in Brooklyn's Lynch Park in June of 1974. Students play in the wind during a school excursion on the Staten Island Ferry, crossing Upper New York Bay in June of 1973. Construction on Lower Manhattan's West Side, just north of the World Trade Center in May of 1973. Teacher and students at Cathedral Senior High School in New Ulm, Minnesota, 1975. Teacher and students in the one-room Rock School schoolhouse in Rifle, Colorado, April 1973. Students study at Cathedral Senior High School in New Ulm, Minnesota, 1975. Second graders recite the Pledge of Allegiance at Rockport Elementary School in Gloucester, Massachusetts, February 1973. Students in typing class at a senior high in New Ulm, Minnesota, 1975. Students work on an ecology project at a school in Fort Smith, Arkansas, May 1972. Art class students at Cathedral Senior High School in New Ulm, Minnesota, 1975. Students arrive for school at a senior high in New Ulm, Minnesota, 1975. Students rest against their lockers waiting for classes at a senior high in New Ulm, Minnesota, 1975. School children on their way home in Great Kills, NY, May, 1973. Librarian at the card files at a senior high school in New Ulm, Minnesota, 1975. Teacher and students in the one-room rock school schoolhouse in Rifle, Colorado, April 1973. Life as a teenager in the 70s and 80s was all about real connections, wild adventures, and unforgettable moments. No screens required. If you love this trip down memory lane, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more. Thanks for watching.